Cowessess First Nation, Saskatchewan. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is to visit the Cowessess First Nation in Saskatchewan this afternoon. Chief Cadmus Delorme says in a statement on Twitter that the Prime Minister and Saskatchewan Premier Scott Moe will attend a signing ceremony as part of a transfer of control over children in care to the community. Trudeau's office has confirmed the afternoon visit, but has only said he will make an announcement. The First Nation is one of several Indigenous groups that have notified Indigenous Services Canada that they intend to handle their own child and family services as allowed under federal legislation. Travel restrictions are not very effective, says U.S. vaccine expert. Trudeau is asked about the toppling of statues of Queen Elizabeth and Queen Victoria Drive. Marcia Anderson on impact of age-based COVID-19 vaccine rollout in Manitoba. Algoma Steel CEO says federal funding will reduce company's carbon emissions. University of Saskatchewan alumni blast Saskatoon Pregnancy Centre. Supermodel says Peter Nagard hasn't paid child support since January. Burning down churches is not in solidarity with us, says child of residential school survivor as Quebec reopens. What comes next for our mental health? Dr. Marcia Anderson explains how social determinants of health impact COVID-19 risk and outcomes drive. Brent Roussan on what a post-pandemic Manitoba may look like. Descendant of early Black New Brunswickers wants apology for desecration of Graves Drive. Marcia Anderson shares key takeaways from new data on impact of COVID-19 on BIPOC peoples. Canadians on the brink as they face a critical Game 4. This Nova Scotia teen is off to camp with a new set of lungs. Video shows alleged misconduct by Campbellton Police. UK PM talks about shift away from tight COVID-19 rules. The Federation of Sovereign Indigenous Nations, which represents 74 Saskatchewan First Nations, announced last year that it wanted $360 million from Ottawa over 5 years to apply the legislation on reserves. Cowessess is also the site of a former residential school where, last month, ground-penetrating radar detected a potential 751 unmarked graves. This report by the Canadian Press was first published July 6, 2021. The Canadian Press